Being able to predict on draw matches not only give you a boost on your odds, but it can also help you scale your account very faster and even help you make good decisions. I've been able to use draw matches to turn my account from 500 cedis to 13,500 within just 3 days. Yes, just 3 days I was able to do this. And watching this video to the end, you are going to be able to do this. Most of you won't believe me, so I'll leave a link in the comment section. I'll pin a link in the comment section to my Telegram. I did not do this alone. Turning my account from 500 cedi to 13,500. I do it every single month, and it's something that I call it 3 odds all over. I do it every single month on my Telegram. You can go and check it out. Me and my Telegram members were able to do this, and you can also do this after watching this video to the end. So there are 3 things involved here to be able to predict on draw matches. I'll give you a website, and I'll also give you my 3 factors that if you follow, you are going to be able to predict on any draw match that you want. You can see that the match is going to end in a draw with these 3 factors and my website that I'm going to introduce to you in this video. And so the website that we are going to use here in these videos are 2 websites. The first website is going to be Bet Analyze. Yes, Bet Analyze is what I talk about most often in my videos. I use it for my analysis. You will see why and how you're going to use it to analyze your matches in the draw matches. We go to the second website, which is bettingtipstoday.com. This is the second website. You can see it right here. So these are the tools that you will need to predict on a draw match, and I'm going to give you the factors very soon. The factors, if they are all checked out correctly, you are going to be able to see that the match is going to end in a draw. So you are going to use these factors to do your analysis on the matches, and you are going to use the tools to find a draw match. So this is how you are going to do it. First of all, you open the bettingtipstoday.com. You open the app. When you open the app, I need you to navigate to the accumulator section. As you can see, I've did right here. You navigate to the bet accumulator section. When you go to the accumulator section, now open the draw section. Click on the draw section. You can see that there's a draws right there. When you click on it, they'll provide you with some draw matches, more than 5 draw matches. Not all of these draw predictions are going to win. Note and remember that in your mind. They are provided there is going to win. Not all of the draw matches there are going to win. Now it's your turn to navigate to the correct one. With these factors that I'm going to introduce to you and the Bet Analyze app, you are going to be able to navigate to the correct one or the best draw prediction from there. And you're going to be able to win from this every single time that you want. I'm going to show you guys my strategy too at the end of the video, so make sure to stick to it. And like and subscribe if you are new to this platform. So the first factor that is needed to be checked out if you want to see that a match is going to be end in a draw is called the team style of play. Team style of play, when it comes to the team style of play, it's very crucial to check this out on any other prediction that you are doing, not only draw matches. You need to know the team style of play before you even go for a team to win. So when it comes to team style of play, there are 2 things involved here. A team could be an offensive team or a defensive team. Though some teams switch their style of play sometimes in the mid game or in the end of the game, or sometimes when they concede, they will switch their style of play. But mostly teams have just one style of play. It could be defensive or an offensive. Basically, when it comes to a defensive team, it's a team that focuses more on the defensive side of play. They focus more on not conceding more goals in a match. And when it comes to an offensive team, those are the teams that focus more on possessing and scoring more goals in their matches. Those are the teams that we call an offensive team. And in this session, we want to go for teams that are only defensive in playing. Both of the teams playing together has to be a defensive team. And I'm going to show you some examples from the slips that I've been placing in my 3 draw matches. You can see this draw match right here, this draw match, and this draw match. All these slips I placed and won from my 3 odds strategy that I've been doing for the past few months. The 3 odds for 3 days is a very good strategy. I basically bet on 500 cedis on the first 3 odds, and I'll bet the 1,500 that I'll win on the first day on the second 3 odds, and I'll be winning 4,500. And then the last day I'll bet the 4,500 on the 3 odds. And all these 3 odds, you can see they are all draw matches. That's why I'm teaching you how to get draw matches in this video. If you look at all these teams here in these slips, you can see one thing in common. All these teams are defensive teams and they all focus on the defensive side of play. The other factors we'll check out from these teams and you will see why these factors are important. You can see all of them focus more on not conceding more in the game. They all focus more on the defensive side of play in their matches, and that's why I picked them. And you see that the other factors to checks out in these matches. To predict for a draw match, both of the teams that you are going for has to be defensive teams. They all have to focus on the defensive style of play more than the offensive side. It could be that there is a team which is an offensive playing with an offensive and the match ends in a draw, but the chances of that match ending in a draw are very low. That's why you need a defensive team playing with a defensive team. So we are done with the first factor. The second factor is called goal scoring pattern. When it comes to goal scoring pattern, it could be 2 things involved here. It could be the time that the team scores their goals or the number of goals they score per match. When it comes to predicting a draw match, we don't need a team that scores more goals in their matches. We need a team that scores less and focus on defending. As I showed you in the first factor, they have to defend, and this factor too, they have to be a team that is a lower scoring team. So you can see all these slips right here. You can see the average goal that they got from a match was 1 goal from each of these matches. You can see this one even ended in a 0-0. This is a very good option, or this is a very good match to pick when you want to predict for a draw match. If they provide you with all the draw matches, look for the ones that have lower scoring ability. They don't have to be a team that scores more goals in their match. Let's take an example like this: Real Madrid facing Barcelona. Real Madrid is a team that focuses more on the offensive side, as well as Barcelona focusing more on the offensive side. If you want to predict for these matches, it's either you go for both teams to score yes, or you go for over 2.5, because both of these two teams are going to focusing on scoring goals. Though Madrid sometimes switch their style of play to defensive side when they score at least 2 goals, or maybe when they concede in a match. But their offense style of play will be offensive side. So this kind of matches, it is hardly going to end in a draw. You don't need this kind of matches. You need a match that is a lower scoring team facing another lower scoring team. So both of the teams has to be in a lower scoring ability. So that's the goal scoring pattern in the first part. And the second part will be the time that this team scores their goals. When you want to pick this one, this is a very hard way to pick, because seeing that a team is going to score in this time is very hard. That's why I'm going to give you the Bet Analyze app in this video. So you open the Bet Analyze app, you scale to the matches that they have provided there, pick one of those matches that they pick right there here. As you can see, I pick one right here, and you basically scroll to the score minutes. You can see they have a score minutes right here. This is a very good app. That's why I always suggest it. You see that the score minutes right there, they are provided with all the time that most of these two teams scores their goals. You look for a team that scores first in the game and maintain their ground, or you look for a team that scores last minute in the game. Most of those teams that have that kind of goal scoring pattern mostly ends up in a draw. In this scenario, you have already gotten that first factor checked out, and you are good to go with this goal scoring pattern. And you can also get the average goal that they score from the Bet Analyzer by just going to the graphs. You can see it right here. This is a very good app if you want to use for predicting your draw matches. This one on the advertisements, I use it on daily basis, and I always suggest the good apps to you. Let's move on to the last factor. This is a very good factor, and after you have done all your analysis, this is the last factor that is needed to be checked out: the motivation or importance of the match. The motivation or importance of the match plays a very good role in every prediction. Let's take a scenario like this. If Real Madrid is playing with Getafe, let's say Getafe is at the last table or the last stand of the table, and Real Madrid is at the top of the table. Real Madrid need to win this match to stand their ground or stand their position in the first position of the table. And Getafe at the last table or at the last stand of the table, they don't really need a win in this match. So the motivation for them to win this match will be very low. But Real Madrid will be having the upper hand in this match because they need to win the match. Motivation plays a very good role in every predictions. And in this scenario, we are going to predict for a draw match. So both of those teams playing together, Team A and Team B playing together, both has to have the same motivation to pull a draw or to win or draw in that match. Let's take a match like Atalanta versus Juventus. This match ended in a draw, and all the other factors will be checked out in this match: the defensive side, and also the goal scoring pattern, and the motivation in this match. Both of these factors checked out in this match. The position that Atlanta is standing in the table right now, they don't really need a win. As well as Juventus, the standard they have right now in the league, they don't really need any win. They just need a push to the stand that they having right now, or to stand their ground. So both of these two teams were going to be happy, or they are going to be comfortable with a draw. That's why they was able to pull a draw. I'm not saying they didn't play their well in the match, but the motivation to win that match wasn't very high. If that match was a cup match and it was a final match, trust me, that match wouldn't have ended in that way. There could be one team winning that match in at least 3 goals margin. That's why motivation counts in predicting a draw match. So you want to look for teams with the same motivation, or they have to be comfortable with a draw. That's when it comes to the motivation side factor. These are the factors that you need. Note, all these factors did not just come from anywhere. All these factors came from my book right here that I published the other day. It's a few weeks ago. I published this book. It's called Bet Like a Pro. These strategies, and with my other strategy, which is my bankroll management, that was able to take my account from 35,000 to 100,000 last year. You can do this yourself with all the strategies that I have in this book. This strategy that I've introduced to you here also is in the book, and you can also find my mathematical way of predicting for a draw match or predicting any match in the book right here. This book is going out for $11, and you can check it out with the second pinned link in the comment section, and the first pinned link will be my Telegram channel. If this helps you, make sure to come back to this video, give me a comment on how you did with this strategy. Use the draw predictions to do your 3 odds all over, and if you want me to help you do this 3 odds all over, join my Telegram right now. The link will be pinned in the comment section. I'll be doing this every single month. I'll see you all in the next video. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe for videos like this. Bye bye for now.